Good afternoon and welcome. This is the midweek Hump Day Devotional for Zwingli UCC, and I'm Pastor Lance Smith. We're up on the hillside in New Glarus today. It's just a beautiful day, spring day. Might have been a false spring we've had so far because it's kind of getting chilly again. But hopefully winter will just about get it over with and we can get on to the warmer weather. Each morning I wake up about 6 a.m. and take the dog out for a walk. I'm not sure how many of you are out and about at that time of day, but it's truly miraculous. Here in April, the sun is just barely touching the horizon in the morning, and the colors are flooding the sky. The hustle and bustle of daily life is for the most part at a standstill, with the exception of a farm just across the river from my parsonage. My friend Jeff Zuber is busy finishing up his milking and daily cleanup. Once in a while you can hear a cow bawling because it's not being served fast enough, or a calf hungry for its feed. But for the most part, the air is full of the sound of birds. A regular cacophony of song, finches and sparrows and blackbirds and cardinals singing so hard they almost fall from the tree branches. I hear doves cooing their mournful tones, and then the air is shattered by the honking of wild geese, flying through sometimes in huge gaggles, but mostly in pairs. And then when I least expect it, the grinding, honking sound of the sandhills startles my serenity. It seems the first lines of the hymn, "This is my Father's world," most always come to my mind every morning. This is my Father's world, and to my listening ears, all nature sings, and around me rings the music of the spheres. This is my Father's world, I rest me in the thought of rocks and trees and skies and seas, his hands the wonders wrought. The lyrics to this classic hymn were penned by Pastor Maltby Davenport Babcock. Babcock was born in Syracuse, New York. A graduate of Syracuse University, he continued his education at Auburn Theological Seminary. After serving 2 congregations at Lockport near Lake Ontario in Baltimore, he assumed the pastorate at Brick Church. He died a few months short of his 42nd birthday in a hospital in Naples, Italy, following a trip to the Holy Land. His lyrics were penned in 1901 for this song, following Babcock's practice of taking an early morning walk in upstate New York. This is my Father's world, the birds their carols raise. The morning light, the lily white, declare their Maker's praise. This is my Maker's world, she shines in all that's fair. In the rustling grass I can hear her pass. She speaks to me everywhere. The simple tune and the beautiful poetic images the lyrics conjure make it one of my favorites of all time. It seems to set the tone for each morning. After the walk, me and the dog go in, and even though I shouldn't, I turn on the news and see the weather, and perhaps find something important that's going on in our world. As I watch the headlines of shootings and battle with COVID and the virus, as that battle unfolds, the news of hunger and tragedy and death splash across the screen. I gasp at times and shake my head. I wonder if we're ever going to find the peace that was meant to be. And as I go over the song in my head, I think of Pastor Babcock in his last verse. This is my Father's world. Oh, let me ne'er forget that though the wrong seems oft so strong, God is the ruler yet. This is my Father's world. The battle is not done. Jesus who died will be satisfied. The earth and heaven will be one. Pastor Babcock penned these words in a world that was changing fast. 1901 was the height of the steam age. Mechanization was taking the place of tradespeople. Life was changing rapidly. I'm sure the respite of the morning walk would put the pastor's mind into perspective. I feel the same way with the emerging technology that seems to change our world every day. News stories of Mars rovers and little drone helicopters paving the way for manned space flight to Mars. They make me hold my breath at the changes that these technologies will bring to this world. I think back at all that's happened since we landed on the moon and how our lives have drastically changed. Some for the good and some for the not so good. And then I remember, this is my Father's world. I rest me in the thought of rocks and trees and skies and seas, His hands the wonders wrought. May you feel the Creator in the world unfolding around you. May you find peace in the idea that God's creation is still in progress. And may your mind and fears be eased by the fact that you are surrounded in the love of a masterful artist. This is my Maker's world. She shines in all that's fair. In the rustling grass, I can hear her pass. She speaks to me everywhere. Amen.